morning. I got in here late last night. It was dark, quite a while after dark, like 9:30 or so. So I didn't record getting here, but not a bad spot to camp, except right as I was falling asleep. And it took me a while to fall asleep. I'm like drifting off, and then I hear water splashing my tent. I was like, what is this, a rainstorm? Like, shouldn't be too bad, but I was like, that's weird that I would feel it because I'm under a tree. I shouldn't feel it so strongly, especially not at first. But it was the sprinklers. Sprinklers came on and were just showering me. But my tent... Good morning. So yesterday, I'm trying to shield the wind from my GoPro, so I'm holding the camera weird. So yesterday, my GoPro died early, so I didn't get to record pretty much anything, but my day was short. I hiked 2 miles before a storm came, and I could see it off in the distance. I just got dropped off where I left off, so I could see it off in the distance there. And I saw it coming. It looked bad, it sounded bad, it was thundering, there was lightning. So I set up on the side of the road. There's a little clearing on the side of the road, and it's next to this ditch too, so I figured if there's a tornado I can kind of get into the ditch, even if it's filled with water. Like, it's better than a NATO. But anyway, it was the most terrifying storm I've ever experienced in my life. That is no exaggeration. The wind, oh my god, at first it just started sprinkling and I was like, is there even gonna be a storm? But the wind, right when it came, it didn't even gradually build up to it. It just instantly pushed my tent down, like someone put their hand on it and just shoved it down like flat. And then the tent ripped out. I mean, the wind ripped out like most of my stakes, and not even just my rainfly stakes, but the ones that hold my tent in the ground. As the wind started lifting up my tent from underneath, and I thought I was gonna die. I was like, it's a freaking tornado. I stuck my head out to look, but supposedly you can't even see tornadoes a lot of the time because there's just a wall of rain. So, because all the wind just forces all the rain into your face. And that's what I saw, it's just a wall of rain. I couldn't see, 10 feet away. And so I was just like holding my rainfly down over my backpack and trying to use my leg to like hold my tent pole up from collapsing on top of me. But the rainfly was flapping everywhere. There's 3 buckles on the rainfly, and they freaking were the only thing that was holding it on from flying away. So good job REI on those buckles. And but anyway, because the stakes were ripped out, it was flapping all over the place. Rain was just getting all in my tent, and I didn't unpack because I just set up to ride out the storm. So, and I figured if things go south, which they did, I want to be ready to go. So I didn't unpack, so none of my stuff got ruined. Yeah, my tent got wet, it got soaked, I got soaked, but I saved my phone, my cameras, my ukulele bass again. And last time I lost a couple small things like my battery pack, or a battery pack, chargers, stuff like that. This time I only lost one wall charger, that's it, nothing else. But yeah, I thought it was a tornado that was coming. It was just freaking scary, man. It was storming for the rest of the day, so after it let up, and it only lasted like 20 minutes. It was the scariest 20 minutes of my life. It was freaking ridiculous. And while I was in there, I texted Allie and I was like, call for help, please. And I've never called for help ever, but I texted Allie and I was like, please call for help now, send help now. And I told her, to contact the volunteer fire department. So anyway, dispatch sent a sheriff out, which is awesome. Like, I would love to get rescued by anybody. So, but apparently there was some hitchhiker going through town, and the sheriff offered him a ride, and the hitchhiker told him I would accept a ride from anybody but a cop. So he thought that was me and just gave up looking for me. So help never freaking came, and it was freaking scary, dude. But I don't know how fast those winds were, maybe like 70, 80 miles an hour. Not devastating enough to like knock over, the signs and telephone poles, stuff like that. So there definitely wasn't a tornado, but there could have been something forming in the sky in this area, because because people in town were saying it didn't sound that bad over there, the wind anyway. So, but they say like the weather is very weird out here. It can affect like one half of your field and then be completely damaged by wind or hail or something, then the other half of the field be totally fine. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Anyway, that's my monologue. So this is supposed to be the easy part of Colorado, by the way. I'm not feeling too good right now. I've been feeling too good all day, really. Or yesterday, before the whole crazy storm came in. But I haven't slept much past 2 nights. Each one of those are a long story, so I won't get into it now. In my journal, yes, but not right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna take it easy today. I only did 14 today. And I mean, it's better than nothing. It really is. Little progress is much better than no progress. And I was thinking about taking a day off today too, so I'm glad I did 14. That doesn't seem to be too big of a problem. But anyway, I'm at this park in Crook, Colorado, and it seems really nice. There's power outlets over here on this pole, in case you're gonna hike through here. Power outlets on that telephone pole, power line pole. And there's a water hydrant over there, so I can stay hydrated. Oh, and there's a store right next door too. I just went there and got some body armor drink and Powerade and M&Ms with peanuts. Good morning. My shirt is drying because I sweat like crazy last night. I just wanted to show you what that storm actually did to my brand new tent poles. These normally are straight, but it bent it permanently. So it still held, I mean, fine, like perfect form last night, but there wasn't really any stress. There wasn't any strong wind or anything. Okay, so I was sitting here taking a break. I really wish I could just have an uneventful day. Sitting here taking a break, I hear something happen. I look over, this freaking car rolls into the ditch. I see it roll into the ditch. I asked the guy if he's okay. He's like, no, but he is. He's walking right there, walking away. And he was kind of stuck inside, so I tried to help him out. He got out okay on himself. He climbed out of the passenger window, and he was like, can you give me a ride? And I was like, no, I'm walking. He was like, I'll walk with you. He asked if I was calling someone, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, don't call the cops. He was like, man, I keep falling asleep on my way back from work. Dude, that could have been me. I'm gonna call the cops. That's ridiculous. He was missing nearly every tooth, and he got out of there in a hurry. So, anyway, I was actually taking a break like a quarter mile before that spot, but I was right next to the road, and it was just too close, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go up further, somewhere safer, and you know, I mean, it was the opposite side of the road that I was taking a break on, but still, like, I'm just glad it wasn't, he didn't roll his car on me. So this is my friend here. Can you tell the people your name and where you're from?
Jeremiah Zink. I live in Colorado.
Right on. And he just brought me some McDonald's. He's got some for him, and I got mine in my pack.
And the Coke in there.
Yeah, and he just stopped a little while ago to introduce himself and brought me food. So thank you, man.
Yeah.
Any message for the journey?
Good luck. Be safe.
Right on.
Enjoy the weather.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeremiah. All right, so Jeremiah told me of a place that I could probably camp. He said it's actually a construction crew site and there should be people there. So he said if I just asked them to camp there, they should be cool with it. At least I hope so. But anyway, there is a possible storm rolling in. We'll see, but I mean, you can check out the sky. It's coming this way. I can see rain off way in the distance, but it's hard to tell how far that is. I see this abandoned house over there. I am so tempted to just camp in there. I'm terrified of the wind now. It's like, I wish I could have recorded that storm I went through the other day, but freaking battery was dead. It was charging inside of my backpack, but I was just trying to stay alive. I wasn't thinking, oh, I need to record this. I was like, felt like I was fighting for my life, but there wasn't much I could do to fight. Nothing to fight. Just hoping and praying. I'm waiting for it to be over. Alright, I'm at where he told me to go, but I don't see anybody. Hello? Ghost town. There's no crew here. I guess thinking there would be people here. Alright, well, if I need bullets, I can go in one of these if I have to, but I'm gonna camp outside the perimeter, I guess. I knocked, I yelled, so anyway. Storm is coming, I felt a few raindrops, so hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, good morning. This spot worked out pretty well. Right next to the construction compound here. And today's Sunday, so I guess that kind of explains why there's no one here. So if there's a crew here sleeping during the week, I'm guessing they go home in the weekend, so. Anyway, getting the day started, almost all packed up. I am Lord of the grasshoppers. Hide your corn, hide your beans. Alright, I just did laundry at the Lost Sock. It's a nice place to do laundry here in Sterling, Colorado. I gotta say, I'm really not feeling good. I'm feeling very weak, extremely lethargic. I really want to be crushing these miles until Denver because I'm just ready to get to the wilderness trails. But I might end up staying here in town. Alright, so I checked out the cheaper hotels in the area and there's no vacancy, so don't really have much of a choice other than to keep going even though I feel like dump. Alright, so I got permission to camp in this nice yard. This nice man kindly allowed me to set up here. And a very sweet dog over here too, Lily. And yeah, I'm pretty tired. I did 15.67 today, but I gotta say I'm really glad that I kept going because at 7 I thought I was done, but I was kind of forced to keep going. And I'm glad I did. So Mike, the guy who let me stay there last night, he cooked me a huge steak. It was like one of the biggest steaks I've ever had. and he also made me a nice salad. And bye. There goes his girlfriend, Leah. She was there this morning. He was at work, but she made me breakfast this morning. So let me take a shower, and they were both really awesome. So thank you both for helping me out. No idea what today will hold as usual, and I'm feeling, well, I'm not feeling too bad right now, but usually the past few days I start to feel weak later in the day, and I'm thinking maybe it's just not eating enough. And it's weird because I'm like not hungry at all most of the time. Alright, found this little spot. Should do the trick. I'm next to a little wildlife area. It says no overnight camping, but hopefully no one says anything. I'm tired. I only got like 17 and maybe 17 and a half, but still not feeling 100%, not feeling like myself. So I feel like I'm getting a little better, but still not there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be feeling more like myself. Anyway, good night. I was hoping one of these buildings would have water, but they're all abandoned. All three. Alright, so I met the owner of this hunting club here, and very nice guy. He's letting me just hang out here as long as I want, and fill up as much water as I want, let me charge my phone. And my battery pack is actually ruined, which sucks. I'm guessing it was partially ruined already, but I dropped it not very far, just from like my backpack to the ground, and it doesn't charge anything anymore, so. Alright, just put a new battery in my GoPro. I tried to record earlier, but it died. So anyway, I camped last night at a state wildlife refuge area, and I got there late last night, and you know, well after dark, probably an hour after dark. And I still only got like 18.5 miles. So anyway, I really need some rest. My body really needs it, so I can push out the miles that I need to get through these mountains and all that once I get there. So anyway, Allie is gonna be on her way pretty soon. She's gonna meet me in Fort Morgan, so it'll be like a half day for me, and half day today, and then I'll have 2 days where I can actually rest and do some other work too, but for the most part rest my body. And it'll be cool to be around Allie and her dog as well. It'll be nice to see a familiar face and come back stronger. So that's the goal. That's the goal. Alright, so I just got dropped back off where I left off. I'm just at the McDonald's here in Fort Morgan. I had a couple of nice days with Ellie. I'm definitely a little bit rested up, so I'm hoping to knock out this stretch as quickly as possible. I'm really not enjoying eastern Colorado. It's everything that people told me Nebraska would be. That's what eastern Colorado is. Alright, I am in the town of Weldona, and there is a church in town. I'm probably gonna head over there, try to camp there. If I run into anybody, I'll ask if I can camp in their yard, but may not luck out with that. This is supposed to be a bar here, and I figured I could go in there and meet people and find a place to stay, but mosquito on me. But obviously closed, so I'll move on. All right, so the bar was open, just the owner was inside, and that's the only person, so it looked like it was closed. But anyway, I talked to him, and he's gonna let me camp right here behind the bar. So very relieved about that. I'm gonna set up, and then I told him I'd be back to get a drink or something to contribute to the business, you know. All right, good night. All right, just filled up on water at this house here behind me, and I'm really glad that worked out because it's gonna be the last house for quite a while, probably at least until the sun goes down, and I do not like knocking after the sun goes down. But anyway, hoping to find a place to camp within the next hour-ish. I have about an hour, yeah, I got about an hour of sunlight left, but maybe, and a little bit more of twilight left after that, but we shall see. I have a couple ideas where I'm going to camp, but no guarantees, as always. So annoying. It's exciting. It's one of the exciting parts of the ADT, but it's also one of the most challenging and annoying parts of the ADT. It's not having a guaranteed spot to camp, especially out here in eastern Colorado, where there's nowhere to hide, really. All right, I have a spot in mind. Hoping it'll work out. Might not. I don't know if I'll be able to record any more tonight. It's already getting dark, as you can see. So, if not, good night. So I found this spot to stealth camp last night, and worked out pretty good. The sun just came up a little bit ago, I think, but it's foggy, so it's kind of hard to tell. But anyway, I'm on my way out. Super foggy, so I put this thing on because there's not much visibility at all. Found a nice spot by a park. You can hear people, kids playing and stuff. But anyway, I'm right by the river, so check it out. Well, you can't really see the river, but you can see kind of my view. So I found this nice home to ask for permission to camp at last night, and the family was really awesome. Ian and Amy, they let me camp back here, and they fed me dinner, talked for a few minutes, and it was a good time. And now I'm freaking, I did not sleep well last night at all. I woke up around probably 2 or 3. Probably didn't fall asleep till like midnight either, so not feeling awesome, but gotta keep moving. Alright, so here's my spot for the night. I'm in the middle of Adams County open space, and it's really just an open space. Big surprise there. Not a whole lot of options other than this, so if the police have a problem, they can come visit me, and I will have to try to explain to them that there's really nowhere else. Anyway, a nice lady came and brought me some food, and I loved it. Anyway, my GoPro battery died earlier. They're all dead, so I have more batteries coming. I think they're just shot, so. Good morning. It's about 7:30, about to get going. I only have like 28 miles left until I'm through this whole Denver section. So I'm very close to Denver now, which is pretty cool. But anyway, my GoPro batteries are all dead, and I think they're mostly shot. I think I have one good one, but that's kind of a pain to deal with. So we're back recording on the Canon. All right, time to start the day. I am like 13 miles from finishing up this section, and I've already gone like 16 today, or 17. I'm breaking up the last like 30-ish miles of the trip into 2 days of this stretch. And so I got a hotel, the cheapest hotel I could find, and I'm kind of parallel to it now. So I'm gonna get a ride over to the hotel, and I'll get dropped back here tomorrow. All right, here is the hotel room. It is pretty nice. Not too bad. It doesn't smell amazing. Most, you know, motel rooms don't, but that's okay. Just a little cigarette smoky, even though it's non-smoking. But, alright, I'm about to take a shower, wrap up my day, relax, and really looking forward to finishing up this section tomorrow. So, alright, good night, folks. Alright, so I'm back. Just got dropped off by my Lyft ride. Didn't sleep well last night, but what can you do? Looking forward to this last 13 miles of this section. And then my buddy Jared Jenkins will be picking me up, taking me to Colorado Springs where he lives to edit for a few days. Then I'll be hitting the mountains. So, I've done it. It has been done. I am at the official junction of the north and south routes of the American Discovery Trail. So my plan is to get something to eat, and then my buddy Jared Jenkins is gonna come get me. Super pumped. I'm headed for the Rockies now. All the easy part, so not easy, is pretty much over, and I'm really looking forward to getting into these mountains because they bring me to life. Anyway, so once I come back here, I will be headed straight for the Rockies, and I'm super excited about it, and I will be totally refreshed from a nice break. So yeah, ready for it, ready for the break, and ready for what's to come after the break. That'll be really exciting. So, there it is. The loop is closed. If you're interested in donating to my fundraiser to support veteran suicide prevention, click the link in the description. 80% of all donations go to Warrior Expeditions, a nonprofit that introduces veterans to the world of long-distance adventuring. And 20% goes to Mission 22, a nonprofit that helps veterans in many different ways. And if you want to help support my hike across America, consider signing up for my Patreon. In return, you'll receive rewards such as early access to videos, access to my adventure journal, photo prints, and more. Thanks for watching. Take care.